Dear friends, I am Purushottam and I make videos related to Poland, and in this video we are going to talk about how to do the nostrification process for Poland, especially if you are in bachelor's. So let's get into the video without any further ado. The main thing you have to remember who needs to do this nostrification process and what is nostrification process. So let's understand these two things. So all the students who are coming here for bachelor's, they have to do this. Like if someone has finished their school, let's say 12th class or let's say high school, they have finished and they have to enroll in the university for the first degree, that is bachelor's degree, then you need to do this nostrification for your mark sheet, 12th mark sheet. All right, so these are the people who will do it, not for anybody who is coming for masters or PhD. Nostrification process was already there in Poland even before. So it is like when you are in India, you go and do apostille and legalization. You take notary and HRD, let's say Ministry of External Affairs stamp, HRD stamp, and which recognizes that your degree is actually from India and it is a valid one. Yeah, and even after that, if you are doing bachelor's just in Poland, they have this extra work where you need to submit your original degrees once again in Poland, and they confirm this document if it is real, authentic or no, one more time from Poland by verifying your documents from India. So they do it from their side, so it is like 2 times the process, and this was already there. But now the big change in the nostrification process is since September 2024 that you need to do this process before coming to Poland. It was before. After coming to Poland, you still need to do nostrification while you are in your first semester or second semester. You had 1 year to do it. All right, and now things have changed and you have to do it from India only. So anybody who is applying, let's say for 2025 October intake, it's too late. I will say this openly, but still, if you really think you can do this in 6 months, go ahead and choose a city in Poland where you have a public university, good job opportunity. You have to keep in mind that you have to apply in those cities where you have less competition. Warsaw, everybody is going there, right? Krakow, still not a lot of people, but yeah, still people are going there. So even GDASK is not very populated. So target cities where you will have, let's say, less competition from international students, and you will be able to do your nostrification process little faster. If you apply in Wrocław, it's very busy, trust me. Warsaw, very busy. And other cities, I'm not like somebody who knows everything, but yeah, I suggest you to apply even for studies in those cities, not just in Wrocław, because I am here. All right, so do your research and apply in those cities where international students are going less, but still it is with more opportunities in the future. You see that research has to be from your end. All right, so you will need to do this process, and if you are getting up now, first you need to apostille still and legalize your document in India. And how to do that, I still let's say you can reach out to me and I can help you out. You can book a one-to-one call with me. You can find the link in the description for any clarifications, and you can do the process yourself. I'm not going to do this process for you, but I will always give you the information, the guidance, and if someone values my time, they can always have a call with me by paying a little bit of money. And I'm always busy Monday to Friday because I'm not student anymore and I need my peace. And this is why if you want to take out my time on weekends, you have to pay. I'm sorry, apologies, but yeah, this is how I'm doing this because I want to keep it professional. Anyways, that was the advisory, and nothing against someone who do not have the money. You can always ask, but maybe my response will be late or I might not reply very quickly, but I will try my best because a lot of people write me, then I have to prioritize. All right, but be honest, then only I will help you, because sometimes people waste my time. So let's come along and I will show you like how this process will look like, which all documents you have to submit. You'll find all the links in the description for all the forms, for the website where I will show you on this PowerPoint presentation. And let's walk you through this, and I hope you will like this video and you will share this with someone who may need it. And if someone is planning to apply for studies in Poland, you can share it with them and they will be let's say thankful to you, and they might get help from your share. All right, so do share and subscribe if you are watching this video right now. So let's walk you through. So welcome back on the screen. So guys, everyone knows that you have to do this recognition for the certificates or the degrees that you will have for your bachelor's. This video is particularly for the bachelor's students. I'm still mentioning because for masters you don't require any of this nostrification process of your degrees. You just need to legalize apostille in other words, and you can do that probably in India only. And for those who are applying for bachelor's, you have to send your original documents and you have to fill some forms. I will be showing you one by one on this slide. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the points. So you have to send your degrees to Poland, all right? And the name of the place is KURATORIUM OŚWIATY w Wrocławiu. I'm taking example of Wrocław, so this is for Wrocławiu. It is written, which means it is for Wrocław. Whichever city you are applying for your admission, let's say maybe you are applying for let's say Warsaw, Gdańsk, so you will look for Kuratorium Oświaty Gdańsk or Warsaw or Kraków, all right? So you have to do this. Next slide. And place of submitting documents for Wrocław, it is room number 2007, General Chancellery, as the room name says, Education Board in Wrocław. Address is given here. You can search it on the Google Maps and you will end up being there. All right, but you have to find this room 2007. The applicant is obliged to submit to the General Chancellery a prepared completed application. You have to have a completed application with all the forms that I will show you ahead. You have to fill all that with attachments. All right, attachments are what? Basically your original documents arranged in the order consistent with that required list of documents. So whatever documents you require, you have to also mention the name, so we will see ahead which documents you actually need. Method of providing information about the settlement of a case. Administrative decision and original documents are sent by post with address indicated in the application or may be collected. So if somebody is there for you on behalf to collect, the person is authorized person, and there is a form for that also who will be doing this on your behalf. So you have to fill this form especially if somebody is there. If no, of course you will get all this documents, let's say recognized, and then they will send you this certificate on your indicated address. Person collecting them is obliged to confirm this fact in the case file that they are authorized person. So failure to supplement the above deficiencies will result in the application not being considered, the document being returned to the address indicated in the application. So if your documents are not complete and your application is not complete, of course they will send it back to the address which will be written in the form. And which all documents now you need? Basically you need, of course, your 12th class mark sheet, all right? And then you need, let's say, these forms, all right? Application for recognition, Appendix 1, Appendix 2, 3, Appendix 4, all right? So template certificate concerning the content of education. We will see ahead what are all these. So keep watching. Template of certificate concerning the permission to continue the education studying. So it's like a permission from your school that you are migrated, or you can be migrated anywhere. It's like the migration certificate is there, right, when you finish your studies, but then still you will have to give a confirmation on this appendix number 3 from your school by taking stamp and signature. and this has to be legible stamp, proper stamp. You cannot submit like color copies. Every document has to be original. All right. So you will take this stamp from your school. After filling this appendix number 3, you will need to take stamp and signature in 2 places. I will show you ahead where all. Like in this template certificate concerning the content of education. In content of education, we will see ahead. I will tell you, and in this document also, you will need signature and stamp of your college or university. All right. Authorization appendix number 4 at authorization letter. If someone is doing all this on your behalf in Poland, who lives in Poland, they will have to take the responsibility by signing this authorization letter, and you have to sign as well, and then you have to provide the name and everything about this person, and that's all. This person does not have to sign it, but you have to sign it that he will be representing me or she will be representing me. And now let's see the forms. Application for the recognition of foreign school certificates and diplomas. So you will do what? Fill in by capital letters. Please read all this, all right? Like this is very important. Read this, and then you can always see that it is written in Polish, English. So just consider English one and then write everything in English. You don't have to write things in Polish, but then you will have to translate your document into Polish also, all right? Like your certificate that you are giving, mark sheet basically. So you need to translate that in Polish, and you can do that, I think, if it is in any other language than English. If it is in English, you don't need to translate. Um, Then you will write the address of yours, everything, and then you will write the person address who is representing you. If it is the case, then you have to write it, all right? Otherwise, you can leave it blank. But I suggest have someone here who will do this process for you. It's the best approach. And anyway, I won't mention that here because I mentioned previously. So, and next page you will see like what are you giving? Marks, statement, come certificate, senior school certificate examination 2024. So you are just giving your mark sheet basically, that's all and nothing else. Issued by CBSE, ICIC, whatever is there, just write it there. And then name and surname again of the person who received the certificate, who was born, like your date of birth, basically when you were born. You will have to write ahead, and then ahead you have to mark which of the document it is. So you will mark this one, which is secondary, right? It is not like lower secondary, elementary. It is secondary, the highest. So you will just take this one, and you will have to mention apply for admission on university. Choose one of this: continue the education or apply for admission on university. So you will choose this option. Underline, you just have to underline all this, and then know the decision of recognized entity to submit. Then your let's say degree or whatever course you are doing in which university, you will have to write the address of there. And you can write this, it can be of Warsaw, so if you are applying in Warsaw, so you will write the university name and the address. And then don't forget to do signatures at these places and put the date, signature and date again. And yeah, another document: statement of released education program concerning education content. So you will have a sign and stamp of the school and university from whichever you have studied. You will have a date of it, of course, below it, and then your roll number and name and surname of yours. And then you will have to, this is what you have to do. Like you have to explain everything, because in marks it is like written like maths A2, let's say English B1 or whatever. Like here you can see the example and what was the content that you covered in this course. Grammar, creative writing skills, this is very common, right? And you can write some chapters here: relation, functional algebra, calculation. You don't have to write everything, but most of the important things you can just mention, and you can write it like this, for example, right? Like not every topic, but few of the topics like this, all right? Just subject name, and from 100 you got the some grade, and then grade A2, B2, whatever. And then you have to explain, everything. Total number of years studied in all types of school: 12 years for India, all right? Because it starts from the first class. And now you will have to mention something like this: A2 next 1/8 of the past candidates. Like, you have to explain what type of grading system you had. You can just Google it and ask ChatGPT also to do this for you. But all in all, you can also use this example directly because it applies everywhere in India, because everybody gets score from 100, right? And this will be same for everybody unless and until they have a different country or different type of grading method, because in India it applies to everybody who studies in CBSE at least. So you can do this, I hope. And for anybody who's watching from Pakistan, you can, of course, or Bangladesh or anywhere, or any country, basically, you have to know what type of grading system they have. And it is always mentioned below, in the mark sheet, most of the time, or behind the mark sheet, how the grading system works there. So you can mention about that. And that's all. And then authorization letter, your address, then person address, phone number, email address, and all that you have to mention here. All right. And the person who is authorized, name, surname, and then carta pobito. All right. You can see here his number, the person who is authorized to do this. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Like, again, the address of the person from India issued by, and all that, and signature of the owner of the certificate who owns the certificate. And then you have some documents like this, the template of that attestation, where it is confirmed that the student can continue education to the university in the country where the certificate diploma were issued. So again, you have to do this. The number of issued document, it is probably whatever your document is, mark sheet and all that, or even migration certificate. If you have that, you can also paste that, but most of the time I think it is your mark sheet only. So put the document number and fill all this in English part only, like issue date, surname, full name, date of birth, city of birth of yours. All right, do all this. And then one important thing, after filling all this document, you will have to read this clause, right? You can read in English one, and most important thing is, any query, any concern, just write to this one. This is for WROCÐAW. Remember, you will have a lot. I will list down all the type of emails for all the cities, and you can just write emails to them and they will get back to you. But please do not spam them. Trust me, guys, many people are sending their documents, and only those who are doing some process then write the email. Otherwise, just don't write too many emails to them. At least just write one and write all your doubts in there. If you will get reply, very good. If no, on internet, try to reach out to people like me or someone who is doing nostrification videos, and it can be anybody. I don't want you to just reach out to me. It will be okay. So, but yeah, after doing all this, you can always connect to them via these emails that is there. This is for WROCÐAW, I'm mentioning again. So I hope, guys, make up your mind and apply this as soon as possible. But trust me, in WROCÐAW it is so delayed that if you are targeting to study next year 2026, these videos are always helpful for somebody who is in school still, like 11th class or 12th class. But if someone is like already finished and they have a gap, please work on your profile, because it helps, and have job experiences that will help you out to not have a gap, and it will make your case strong that you've been always studying, working, and you've been active in like normal life. Not because if someone does not work, someone does not study, and they have a gap of 2 year, 1 year, then what you were doing nobody knows, right? It can be something dangerous also. This is how the visa officer sees your case. So these are just the tips. Work on your profile, have some job experience, be it anything. All right, or enroll yourself in IGNU, like open uh, universities where you don't have to attend personally. So just have a record that you were a student somehow, That's it for this video, guys. Consider subscribing, and I hope I have answered everything. If not, you can always comment down and I will get back to you in the comments, or you can reach out to me via one-to-one call option. All right, it's up to you. Thank you very much. Subscribe for more, and peace.